All right. Welcome online, everyone. My name is Keith Chasson. I want to welcome you to tonight's Neumi Global presentation. I am your host, as well as your presenter, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. I'm doing it all. So welcome, everyone. We're just kind of getting things set up to get started. Y'all come on in. And so while you're waiting, just type in the chat where you're tuning in from. I'm always excited to see where people are joining us from. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So while we're waiting, you got just a couple of more, maybe about another 60 seconds to get in touch with folks that are on your team, or maybe you got a couple of folks that are interested in seeing what this amazing opportunity of Neumi is all about. You'll have about 60 seconds to go ahead and get in touch with them and get them onto the Zoom call. So let's go. All right, all right, all right. Welcome everyone to our Tuesday night Neumi Global presentation. I am Double Diamond Keith Chasson. I'll be doing the presenting tonight as well as the hosting. Like I said earlier, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. I'm going to do it all. I see people chiming in, tuning in from Mount Shasta, from the Philippines, from Indonesia. We got folks from here in the U.S. I'm seeing Idaho. I'm seeing Washington State, Houma, Louisiana. So welcome, welcome, everyone. Hey, tonight's presentation is going to be in English, as you can tell, me speaking. But, for our non-English speaking Neumi family, we do have the captions enabled. So take a listen to this.
Untuk mengaktifkan terjemahan bahasa Indonesia, silakan klik caption di panel laptop atau handphone Anda semua.
Para poder obtener la traducción en español es necesario hacer clic en el menú de Zoom y elegir la opción Subtítulos en español.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，请按屏幕底下的 CC 按钮，选择中文。此功能仅适用于直播。
Bonjour, bienvenue à cet événement Neumi. Vous pouvez activer les sous-titres dans votre langue en cliquant sur Sous-titres au bas de l'écran. Veuillez noter que cette option fonctionne uniquement dans la salle Zoom en direct. Merci et bonne écoute.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，請按屏幕底下嘅 CC 按鈕選擇中文。呢個功能淨係適用於直播。
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I tell you what, Jamie and I are really, really excited. This is the week finally for our Neumi Global Summit, the birthday bash coming up this weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. And so we're going to be flying out of here on Thursday. And I'm in the process of getting the presentation booted up, so y'all just bear with me real quick. But we're flying out of here on Thursday, and we'll be landing in Salt Lake City somewhere around I think it's 3:50 in the afternoon, and we couldn't be more excited. It's finally here. Several reasons why we're excited. Lots of new things going to be launched, and from what I understand, the least exciting thing is going to be a brand new hydrostat nano product that's specifically designed to cater towards brain health. So I'm excited about that launch as well as other things. And yes, Dina, Jamie and I are excited that we're finally going to get to see you again, along with everybody else. It's just going to be a fantastic, fantastic event, and we just can't wait. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, this is our Neumi global presentation. my audio was off. Was my audio off? Okay, we're good to go. Thank you, Phoebe. So I've been talking and nobody's been hearing me. I certainly apologize. I'm not at all certain how that got turned off, but anyway, welcome everyone. And so we went through Stephen Scott and Aaron Renner. And see, you don't have to be perfect to do this. You could easily make silly mistakes like that. But thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for telling me, Phoebe. This is one of the biggest reasons right here why I am locked solid with this company, Neumi Science and Medical Advisory Board. I read the CV of each and every one of the members of this medical board who are all here serving for absolutely free. They're here on a volunteer basis. And when I read all of their credentials, this is one of the main things that locked me in solid, because if these folks with their credentials were willing to put their name, their self on the line to promote and represent a product of this caliber, I knew it's good for everybody else in the entire world. And so we got folks like Douglas Harrington, cardiologist. He actually discovered patented breakthrough technologies in both cardiovascular and cancer research. Annie Varhughes, a medical doctor, intervention and preventive cardiology. You'll notice a theme here. There's a lot of cardiovascular and cardiologists that are all on board the team of Neumi. Got Sir Jose Yamamoto, chief of thoracic and cardiovascular surgery. Thomas Redner, surgeon, anti-aging and metabolic medicine. Dr. Eduardo Osorio, he's orthopedic surgery and sports medicine. His team from the European area, they actually been doing some studies on our product when it comes to athletic performance and endurance. And one of the things that they found out through their research is that folks who are switching with this particular product, the NutraSwitch, the hydrostat nanotechnology, glutathione, delays the onset of what's called lactic acidosis by 16.7%. Y'all, that's huge when it comes to endurance, athletic performance, and competition. All right. Then we got folks like Dr. Gordon Crozier, James Ho, medical doctor, Mayo Fellow, Dr. Joseph Kaplan, who's a lieutenant colonel from the United States Army, retired. We got Dr. Stephen Petrosino, Marine Corps lieutenant colonel, retired. Jim Hayes, emergency medicine, Ronald Friedman, medical doctor, Dean Stubbs and Tanya Ash. These folks are both integrated medicine practitioners from Australia. Then you got the Honorable Xanator Rollins, who's also a member of Parliament. Dr. Kristen Heischetter. She's the one who, her team conducted the study. We call it a double blinded placebo-controlled study with the women's hormonal product called hers, and absolutely amazing results. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a few minutes. Dr. Louise Valdez, ear, nose, and throat specialist, as well as Dr. Bethany Dixon, also did a study when it comes to truckers, the folks that move everything around the country. So what is glutathione? You know, it's this molecule has actually become the flagship of the hydrostat technology. Well, glutathione is the master antioxidant. It is the protector and detoxifier of the cell. It detoxifies heavy metals, chemicals, and toxins. And according to Gordon Crozier, in a book that he wrote, this one right here, who also serves on our medical advisory board, Dr. Gordon Crozier, glutathione is the only thing that can actually remove mycotoxin poison from the body. Absolutely remarkable molecule. Glutathione is also the most studied molecule in the world. Right now, the slide says 179,000 studies on PubMed, but currently it's over 185,000 studies on PubMed, and in vitamin C being the second with right around 75, a little bit over 75,000. Absolutely remarkable that the amount of attention that this amazing miracle molecule is bringing, you know, in the scientific realm. Here's what doctors are having to say. Dr. Mehmet Oz, you know him? The most powerful antioxidant that you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases that you fear the most. That's what glutathione is. He says to write it down because it's critically important. And then Dr. David Katz, who's actually a director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be the part of it, both the cause of it and effect. So glutathione in your body as you age. The crazy thing about glutathione is we actually produce it in abundance up until we reach our early 20s. And if you notice the graph, as we age, from the time we hit our early 20s, the amount of glutathione that our bodies produce decreases about 10 to 15% every 10 years, every decade. And so by the time you reach my age, 61, my body's producing about half of what it was when I was back in my 20s. Very important. One of the main reasons that we need to supplement with glutathione. Now, high glutathione levels are associated with an extensive number of health, performance, and anti-aging benefits. Things like a strengthened immune system. You know, our immune system protects us, but what protects our immune system? That's glutathione, increased energy, enhanced stamina, endurance. A lot of endurance and strength training athletes are loving this technology. Improve exercise recovery times, greater mental clarity and focus, enhanced quality and length of life. The problem up until now with glutathione supplementation is very fragile. Glutathione is a tripeptide. It's made up of 3 amino acids, glycine, cysteine, and glutamic acid. And the cysteine, that particular amino acid, is very fragile. It's got a little sticky arm on it called sulfhydryl, and that just breaks when it goes through the gut. So it's very, very fragile, which makes oral supplementation totally ineffective, totally inefficient. So makes it too fragile to even survive the digestive tract, making it impossible to absorb through supplements until now. What Neumi does is it wraps the ingredients in water clusters, you know, the H2O water molecules, right? They figured out a way to open up the water molecule, the hydrogen bond, and create an envelope, and that's where all the nutrients are encapsulated, enveloped in that water molecule. This allows for instant absorption sublingually through the mucosa of your cheeks and gums. And it's all because of the molecule size. Up until now, the molecule sizes have been too large for the cell to take it up. And so with this hydrostat nano, I call it sub-nano particle size, it makes it real easy for our cells to take it up. Also, another problem is that glutathione has a very short half-life. It's about 90 minutes. What that means is once you first supplement with it, you get maximum bang for your buck. 90 minutes later, the effectiveness is about half of what it was when you first took it. 90 minutes later, it's about half of that. 90 minutes later, it's about half of that. So you get about a 6-hour bang for the buck, roughly, when you're doing anything other than oral supplementation, like IV, doing IV push or drip, about a 6-hour bang for the buck. But then 24 hours down the road, no more benefit, no more effectiveness. You just got to go get another IV. And at a couple of $100 a pop, that becomes quite expensive for most people, right? So innovation steps in, the solution to the large particle sizes and the inability to absorb through the gut. That's hydrostat nanotechnology. The particles are protected by ultra-pure water clusters. And here's one thing to keep in mind, that a supplement is only as good as its bioavailability. And really more important than bioavailability, because things could be in your system and bio, which is your body, bioavailable to the cells. But the question is, can the cells take it up? Can the cells utilize it? So cellular utilization is the most important thing. And we've solved that also with our particle size because of how small we are, we get right into the cells within 70 seconds. What a lot of companies do is they pump high quantities of a particular ingredient into a supplement. You've seen them, right? 1,000 milligrams of this, 5,000 milligrams of that, 10,000 IUs of this, or 20,000 IUs of that. They just front loaded with the hope that after it goes through the digestive system, that you're going to get some kind of a benefit from it. That doesn't change or improve the effectiveness, but changing the delivery system does. Hence, hydrostat nanotechnology. You notice the little graphic, regular cell absorption size, you see how big the particles are, but with hydrostat nanotechnology, you get a lot more particles, a lot more bang for that buck. So Neumi's nano-sized ingredients are somewhere in between 10 and 100 nanometers. That's very, very small, super small. They're small enough to be absorbed by the human cells. The molecules and other supplements are too large to be absorbed by the cells, so they get excreted from the body. Like Steven says, just makes his urine yellow, right? And you notice the difference, the human size, the human cell, their particle size on the right versus ours on the left. And this is kind of a little graphic to see how it works. The average size particle is bigger than the human cell, so the cell just can't take it up, right? But with nano, our cells can only absorb, well, actually, any cell can only absorb the section of the molecule or the particle that it can touch, right? Hence this, you'll notice it just kind of takes a bite out of that particular part of the cell. Now with nano size, you see the surface area becomes large because you got many, many particles and every single bit of it gets into the cell. That's hydrostat nanotechnology. So beginning with NutraSwish, that's the flagship product. This is the first one that Neumi brought to the marketplace. This is the hydrostat technology, where it also has not just the glutathione, but cysteine, hyaluronic acid. I'm not hyaluronic acid, cysteine, vitamin C, and curcumin, in addition to glutathione, is what's in a NutraSwish. And the benefits of using this proprietary technology, it makes this product not just bioavailable, but the highest cellular utilization, in my opinion, of any supplement that's even on the marketplace. So you just simply orally swish it for at least 30 seconds or longer. Jamie and I like to go 4 to 5 minutes, and then you swallow, and you get to experience these benefits. An immune boost. Remember what I told you earlier? Our immune system protects us, but what protects our immune system? Glutathione. You experience joint support, right? Cognitive health. Remember? Focus. Clean and sustained energy. Rapid recovery. Recovery times are out the roof with this particular supplement. Testimonials are really where it's at, right? A lot of science. We went through a lot of science. That's all good. But what it comes down to is anecdotal evidence. How are people actually responding to the technology? Well, Natalie Jenkinson, who's an Olympian and Australian boxing champion, she says the very first thing she noticed on day one when taking the swish was how well she slept. So she thought if this is all it did for her, it would be worth it. However, by day 13, she says she was all clear and was training better than she had in years. Swish gave her the endurance and recovery like she had back in her elite fighting years. That's so powerful. And then talk about Alexander Glover, who's a vegan athlete. He says he immediately noticed when Swish was in his body. Literally from day one, he noticed amazing focus and brain clarity. After 4 days, the first 4 days, he had a tremendous increase in energy, which to him, that meant he found a disinterest in his traditional coffee ritual. Then after about a week, his performance, both running speed and muscle strength, became noticeably better. Recovery times are great. And that's one thing he says. Last day's recovery was speedy, and he felt it noticeably more and more each and every day. Then this product works so well when it comes to before and afters that and it was so effective. There's a lot of things that go into that. But Neumi, speaking with Marina Pareto, who owns Skinfluence, a big, well-known dermatology clinic up in New York, she told Steve, hey, this is great. Nano-sized particles, you figured all that out. But if you could figure out a way to get hyaluronic acid and collagen, nano-size those ingredients, and add that to your product, you would probably have the best skincare anywhere in the world. And so that's what they did. Nano-sized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and other cofactors so that you get to nourish your skin at the deepest level. It's really easy to work with. I just call it spritzing. You're swishing and you're spritzing, and things change. It helps reduce the pore size, lifts and firms, reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, smooths your skin texture, brightens and evens the skin tone, fights skin aging pollutants. A lot of people literally say that they look and feel like they're aging backwards. Let's take Sherry Warner, for instance, from Indiana. She was one of the very first people to use the product. She was only swishing. Steve said, hey, swish this a few times a day and let me know what you see after about 8 weeks. And so 7 weeks later, you can see her before on the left and her after on the right. Wouldn't you agree that she looks at least 10 to 15 years younger? Amazing. Just from the swish, not even thinking about the Neumi skin. Tatiana from Latin America, she's actually an esthetician around Miami area. after only 8 days. Look at her before on the left versus the after on the right. She says, where'd my pores go? Amazing, amazing results. And then here's Steve Scott himself, the founder of Neumi. You notice on the left-hand side, kind of grayish, dull-looking skin, right? And after 7 weeks of using the NutraSwish, not even a Neumi skin yet, but the NutraSwish, you can see how much more vibrant and alive his skin looks. Really amazing product. Then you got Mary Lou from Hawaii. She sprayed her face with the Neumi skin 2 to 3 times each day for 2 weeks and was amazed at how her skin felt so much softer and even looked more hydrated. That's after 2 weeks. This gal's in her 80s from Nigeria. She sprayed her face with Neumi skin 3 to 4 times each day for 4 weeks. That's the Neumi skin. Notice how her skin tone evens out. The left side before she started, look how much more even, and look how a little bit tighter her neck looks. Absolutely amazing after only 4 weeks. You got Elaine from Australia. Look at the left versus the right. A lot of people said, well, what did you do to lose all that weight? She says, I didn't lose any weight. She says, just from using the NutraSwish, right? This right here, from using this, a lot of the inflammation began to leave. And so her face is thinner, not because of losing weight. I believe it's because of swishing and reduced her puffiness significantly. Amazing, right? That's after only 4 weeks. Then you got Donna from Texas. Donna looks amazing. Look at the difference from the left to the right side with her neck, right? You could always tell in the neck. Really amazing. 8 weeks. Neumi skin and swishing. And then I mentioned earlier about Dr. Kristen Heischatter. She did a double-blinded placebo-controlled study using the HERS product with 100 of her own patients. And the way that worked was they sent 50 bottles of the HERS product in an unmarked bottle, and they sent 50 bottles of a placebo, really just water basically. And they didn't even tell Dr. Hershider which bottles were which. So, which is really remarkable. And after the study, none of the placebo group said they had any change in any of their symptoms. And that's odd amongst the placebo group. As they call it a placebo, right? You heard the placebo effect? Because usually someone using a placebo in their mind can experience relief in symptoms. But with this, no one in the placebo group had any change in symptoms, but 80% of the people actually using the supplement itself experienced some significant results. And so here's what hers does: cramp relief, increased libido, minimizes the hot flashes, mood improvement, decreased bloating, hormone balance, improved sleep, natural energy. Now, I got to ask you, how many men out there would love it if their wives or daughters or moms, girlfriends didn't have these particular issues? And how many women out there would love life without these situations occurring? Well, I can tell you, none of us are supposed to, the women aren't supposed to have issues around their cycle or menopause or any of that stuff. But with these two products, the NutraSwish and the HERS, this detoxing all the chemicals causing the problems, and this beginning to balance the hormones, women are experiencing some really, really amazing results. And I couldn't be more excited for everyone that uses it. And so for a complete list of those ingredients, just visit Neumi.com or get back with the person who invited you here tonight. Now, currently, the HERS product is only available in the US, Canada, and Mexico. And then my slides don't show it, but this week is the launch of our new brain formula. This is an experimental bottle. It's a nootropic, and we're launching it this week in Salt Lake City, Utah. So if you don't have tickets yet, get with somebody, get a ticket, and get out to Utah, because you'll get first mover advantage on the actual live product. And I couldn't be more excited about that. So here's some testimonials about the HERS. She goes, I know it sounds crazy, but every time I have a hot flash, I just swish, and it stops the hot flash from happening. I can't be without this stuff, she says, 55-year-old active in menopause. 32-year-old who's active in menstruation. I used to feel miserable 10 days before my period. My body is no longer at war with itself. That's absolutely remarkable. The 53-year-old who's in active menopause says, I've been a hot flash mess for 6 years. She hadn't slept through the night for that time period. For the first time in 6 years, she says, I can actually sleep under the covers. It's so wonderful to feel normal again. These testimonials were gathered, like I mentioned, during a double-blind placebo-controlled study where 80% of the women reported symptom relief. Absolutely remarkable. And then there's execution. Why did Stephen decide on the home-based business model instead of investing heavily in TV advertising like he had done for so many years, right? He decided to rely on the world's most trusted form of promotion, and that's word of mouth. Why spend the millions upon millions of dollars, put money into the advertisers' hands and the TV studios' hands like he had done in the past? He decided this is the biggest breakthrough of his life, and he wanted to be able to share that revenue source with all the people who came part of the Neumi family. And then based on business, home-based business statistics, y'all, in 2021, 186 billion in sales. That's up 3.3% from 2020. 128 million people involved in growing fast. There's been over 38 million millionaires globally created through the network marketing business model. That's why Stephen Scott chose this route to go. Now, we're not only in 65 countries, now we're in 69 countries with over 170,000 members worldwide. An unparalleled compensation plan, revolutionary business tools, field-driven philosophy, which is key, and free membership with perks. Let me explain it to you. Stephen Scott, being one of the most successful coaches when it comes to relationships, business, and strategy, Stephen Scott actually has a course within our platform that he makes available to anyone who becomes a member at no cost, something that actually brings thousands of dollars as an annual price tag, but it's free to all Neumi members. And then Amber Brown is in here inside of our Neumi family in a Neumi back office. You get the benefits of a personal trainer without even leaving your living room. You get to stream workouts from your phone daily or your laptop or your tablet or whatever, learning healthy lifestyle tips. And she's the one leading the charge on that. Again, no cost, free with your membership, which has no cost. Neumi don't believe in charging you monthly or annually just to be a member of the company. And even with that free membership, you're getting these free perks. Neumi Voyager, it's a one-stop shop for booking travel. Enjoy up to 70% on hotels, airfares, I call it trains, planes, and automobiles. Remarkable. Stephen Scott said, let's give our members absolutely everything they need to succeed. And with that, we have the Neumi app. Build your business with ease. You get event reminders, event calendars, prospecting tools, manage your prospects, sort through them, track their progress, set up follow-up reminders, and even there's some social shareable content with PDFs and videos. You can share them through social media, videos. There's testimonials in there. There's an ebook. There's actually a white paper that explains the technology of the hydrostat. Absolutely amazing. Then on top of that, we have an official New Me, New You testimonial group. There's before and after photos there. A lot of live stream videos, interviews, all go into that New Me, New You official testimonial group. You simply apply to join, answer a few questions, agree to the group rules, and you're in. We also have that same testimonial group in Spanish. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Neumi Nuevo Tu, I guess. Again, testimonials, live streams, before and afters. You simply apply, answer a few questions, accept the group rules, and you're in. We also have an official Neumi members group. This is for the members only. This actually highlights rank advancements, coming attractions, coming events, things that are happening throughout the whole community of Neumi is all in this official group. Now, there's individual team groups out there, but there's only one Neumi members official group. You'll have trainings in there. Like I said, announcement, it's your community. Apply to join, answer a few questions, agree to the group rules, and you're in. This is one of the biggest features that excites me too. Neumi's guarantee, regardless of the account type, whether you're just a customer or you're a member, sharing the concept, the technology, the opportunity with other people, you get to enjoy hassle-free subscriptions. It's very easy to set up and cancel your subscription. Some people call it an auto ship, right? You simply subscribe for savings. If you decide, hey, you want to skip a month, easy peasy. And if not, if you're a little technically challenged, like I used to be, simply call the number at corporate and they'll be happy to help you. And they're very easy to get a hold of. Love it or get your money back. Try the price for 30 days. You know, people say, hey, do you got a sample size? Just buy the product, buy the full bottle, use it for 30 days. If you don't love it, you call corporate, you send it back, and you get your money back. We're confident that you're going to love it. I tell people, hey, give it a good 90-day run. 90 days, I've seen some amazing things happen for people after 90 days. Even people who were skeptical, they had great results by going the distance, not just 30 days, but 60 and 90, experiencing some really great results. Who doesn't love free product? One of the keys, one of the things that when you're first get enrolled in Neumi is you get to enjoy some free products. And not just when you first get enrolled, but as you continue building your business, if you decide you want one of the bigger packages, you're getting some free product with it. So first thing, we have the essential pack. It's $100 on what they call the subscription, or if you remember, it's $100 for 2 bottles. That's $30 in savings off the retail price of $65 per bottle. We have our quarterly pack, $300. You get 7 bottles with this one. Not only are you getting it at a wholesale cost, setting up on subscription or being a member, but you also you're saving $155 off of retail. Then there's a lifestyle pack, 500 USD. You're getting 12 bottles, a $200 savings. The bundle pack for $1,000, you're getting 25 bottles, and that's a $625 savings. Absolutely amazing what Neumi has made available to not just customers on subscription, but also their members. Then there's the Neumi compensation plan. There's a lot of companies out there, y'all, that you got to spend $200 to earn 100 points. I've even seen some where you spend $200 to earn less than 100 points. And the points is what these companies use in the compensation plan. So you got to spend all this extra money. They call that BV, business volume. But then you got the CV, which is commissionable volume, which is absolutely ridiculous. One of the shenanigans that I despise with some of these companies. With Neumi, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You spend $100, which is 2 bottles of product, as either a member or a customer on subscription, and you get 100 points as a member going into the compensation plan. We have 2 buckets of commissions. We got weekly payouts and we got monthly. Under the weekly, there's a welcome bonus. As you being the direct sponsor of either a new customer or a new member, you earn a 25% commission. As your business grows, as you bring on more and more team members, you get to earn up to 6 generations or more at 3% based upon rank. Now, this is the weekly bucket, right? That's customers and new members in the weekly bucket. It's a total payout of 43%, which is absolutely remarkable when it comes to the industry standards. Monthly payouts. We have what's called a power of 3 bonus. As you begin to build your business, you bring on the first 3 people in your team as members, you earn a $50 bonus. You help those 3 bring in 3, that's a $250 bonus. It's an additional $200. Help those 9 on your second level bring in 3, that's an additional $1,250 bonus for a total power 3 bonus of $1,500. Now, there's a couple of rank requirements, as you can read, but easy peasy as you're growing that business. Unit level and infinity bonus. Members, not customers, members automatically qualify to receive 7% of 3 levels in the 7-level compensation plan. As you hit 3-star and above, you're going to get paid on all 7 levels with percentages of payouts increasing as you ranking up. The higher ranks, diamond and above, gets paid what's called an infinity bonus for level 8 and beyond. It works out like this. Diamonds earn 0.5% with a cap of $2,500. Double diamonds earn 1% with a cap of $5,000. Triple diamonds earn 1.5%. That's everything on level 8 and below to infinity. It could be on your 1,000th level and you're still earning a percentage of that based upon the infinity bonus. Crowns earn 2% with a cap of $15,000. So here's how that table works out. As a member, you get paid the first 3 levels. You're just doing 100 points of business. As a senior member, you now open up level 4, and you're getting paid 7% down 4 levels. Then as a 1-star, you open up level 5 and you get 7% on 5 levels. Then as a 2-star, you open up level 6, 3-star open up level 7, and a 3-star is the first level that requires rank requirements in your personally enrolled legs, right? At 3-star, you have to have 2 separate 1-star legs. Then at diamond, you have to have 3 separate 1-star legs, 50,000 in volume, and now you start to capture that infinity bonus from level 8 and beyond. Then it goes to double diamond, triple diamond, and then crown. Notice the monthly PV, which is the third row of blocks from the top, where it says 100 all the way across the board. There's a lot of compensation plans out there that as you rank up, your minimum requirement ranks up. Well, Neumi says, nah, none of those shenanigans, just the same thing, 100 points every month to qualify even at the highest level currently as a crown. Absolutely remarkable. Then on top of that, Neumi has what's called the leadership pool. They take 6% of the total global volume and they make 6 different pools. They put 1% in what's called a 2-star pool, 1% in a 3-star pool, 1% in a diamond pool, 1 in double, 1 in triple, and 1 in crown. 6 different pools where 1% of the total volume goes into it. And every person at a 2-star rank shares in the 2-star pool. Everyone in the 3-star rank shares in the 3-star pool. Now, as you rank up, you don't lose a share of a pool. These are all cumulative. So when you get to diamond, you're getting a share in all 6. When you get to crown, when you get to diamond, you're getting a share in 3 pools. Absolutely remarkable how Neumi put this particular pay plan together. So, are you ready to get started? Do you need some more information? Just want to try the products and see how it goes? If you just want to try the products, I highly encourage you to not just do a 30-day run, not just do a 60-day run, but do a 90-day run. Really, really get in there and give it a go. Because I can tell you, I'm with that Neumi guarantee. After 90 days, you do a before picture before you're getting started and do me an after picture, and you're not ever going to want to live one day without these products, without this technology. Hydrostat Nano is really changing the face of supplementation across the entire globe. So reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation, get your final questions answered, but most importantly, get this hydrostat technology into your body, because I can guarantee you, I know your life, it's about to change. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Y'all have a great week. And for you members out there, we'll see you tomorrow night. For Neumi Members Night, we got some great training. So make sure you're there.